Well, welcome back to our show. We're in our Virginia This Morning kitchen. It's the very first time. We're super excited, and thanks for being with us. Here to help us launch it is a good friend of the show, Shane Rogers. Shane, it's great to have you back.
I could not be more excited about this.
Yay!
We have waited a long time.
Spicy chicken lettuce wraps. Why now? Why
not?
today?
Why
Okay.
not? And you know, it's one of those things that everybody stands in line at that really nice chain restaurant to get. And today we've spiced it up a little bit.
Okay.
We've also lightened it up a little bit. And we've kind of made it a little more versatile. I'm using chicken today, but you know, it's kind of a good vehicle for leftovers. If you had some leftover pork loin or some shrimp or even some beef, you could throw that in here. We're gonna make it with chicken today, but it's very versatile. And testing this out, I may have been eating this the last 2 or 3 days.
So quality control is proven. It's good.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So we've got the mushrooms sizzling away in our pan.
Where was I a week ago when I had leftover pork loin?
Exactly, because you never know quite what to do with it. I mean, a sandwich is a sandwich, but you know, this kind of spices it up and changes the whole game a little bit.
Okay.
So we're getting a little color on these.
Okay.
And these you're not going to necessarily taste as mushrooms. They're kind of going to be more like the body of the lettuce wrap, kind of giving it a little more chew and a little more denser texture.
Okay.
So first we're going to make our sauce.
All right.
And our sauce is a tablespoon of soy sauce. And if you have some reduced sodium, that's not a bad idea either.
I was going to ask you, is there a different flavor between the two?
Well, I don't think there's as much of flavor. If you get the tamari, that's a deeper, richer flavor. That's it's still kind of like soy sauce. It just kind of tastes just a little bit stronger.
Okay.
We're using a tablespoon of chopped garlic.
So you better make sure your date has some of this.
Exactly. Everybody has to share. And a heaping tablespoon, that might be a little more than a tablespoon of ginger, because I really like ginger.
Wow, how did you get it so fine?
I got it in the bottle. I cheated.
All right.
But that's another secret to this, though, because when you come home and it's been a long day and you want to throw some, it's not a bad thing to have the bottled, you know, ginger and garlic in the fridge. You can take a tablespoon of it. Now, if I have time and I'm cooking, I'll grate the fresh stuff. But, you know, I mean, just take it easy on yourself. Give yourself a break. You can still be delicious.
I've learned something new already. I didn't even know they had it in the jar.
They have it in a big jar at the Asian food. I went to TNA the other day.
Good to know.
And then a tablespoon of crushed red pepper.
Oh.
Now, use that as sparingly or as prolifically
Liberally,
as you
okay.
like. Give this a little quick stir.
Because that's going to bring the heat.
It is, but it's going to cook out, and there's going to be a lot of other stuff that we add to it, so you don't have to worry about putting a little bit of heat in there. And it's going to, you know, it'll mellow out a little bit when we put it in the hot pan.
Okay.
And so just give these a little bit of a stir, and you can see a lot of them are getting some color on them, and they look fantastic.
They really
just be
do.
patient with the mushroom. Use a big enough pan so that the mushrooms can get brown so they're not crowded.
Okay.
You put this in the pan half this size, and they wouldn't get the beautiful color on them.
Because they just don't have room to
They'd be
brown
steamy.
up. Okay.
They'd be cooked, but they'd be steaming. So now we're going to add the sauce, and this sauce is going to make this whole place smell amazing.
Okay. Yum.
Just give that a
Oh
quick
yeah, that
stir.
smells
Doesn't
delicious.
that smell good?
I can smell the
It
ginger.
smells like you're at the Chinese food
Yes.
restaurant, and you're not. You're in your own kitchen.
You're in the new Virginia This Morning
Exactly.
kitchen. Let's not forget.
So that's going to simmer for just a little bit, and you know, just kind of melt in the pan.
Okay.
And then this is our leftover chicken. I just had this baked for something else, and it's about a 6-ounce piece of it. Use what you like. You know, if you have some other kind of chicken that you maybe the rotisserie chicken that you pulled off the bone from the store, you could totally use that.
But already cooked.
Already cooked, because that's what makes this come together so fast.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the chicken not being done. So the chicken's in there, and then we're going to add my favorite, water chestnuts.
Love them.
And this is 1 can of water chestnut sliced. You could add as many of these as you want. I'm pretty much a water chestnut fan, so I'm going to be the one picking them out specifically for my lettuce wraps.
And again, easy. You can just have a can of those in the pantry.
Absolutely, and they sell them whole, and you can kind of dice them, and that gives it a whole other different texture. And a 1/2 cup of red pepper.
Okay. Pretty.
And see, it's almost done. And none of this has to really cook, it just needs to heat through. Those peppers are going to taste delicious if they're still crunchy.
The nice thing, in addition to this being delicious anyway, is that it is easy to put together. So as an appetizer or as a main, you're right. If you come home, it's been a long day and you just, you know, you're ready to eat, this comes together really quickly.
And the other thing too is don't be afraid to play with it. I talked about different meats you could put in there. You could put some shredded carrots in here, you could put some finely chopped celery in here, and kind of, you know, just make it whatever it is that you like. I mean, not everyone loves water chestnuts. My mom's not a big fan. So I would probably leave them out and put something else crunchy in there. And so then as we take this off the heat, we're gonna stir in about a teaspoon of sesame oil.
Okay.
Sesame oil is that thing that makes it taste like it came from the Chinese food restaurant. When I make Chinese food at home, it doesn't always taste like it really kind of came from there. There's always something missing. And this is that one thing that, you know, is just, it makes it taste just that much better. Use it very sparingly. A teaspoon is plenty.
Okay. And apparently you're supposed to keep it in the fridge. I went to use mine the other day and had left it in the pantry.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be in the fridge.
And they're not always well marked.
Well,
so that's one of those
another
things,
thing we've
you
learned
use
today.
a teeny bit of them, keep them in the fridge, and they'll stay good for a lot longer. And you're done. And
That's
quite
it?
frankly, you could put this in a bowl and eat it for dinner. I won't say that I have, but
Okay,
you know.
well,
Anyway.
Quality control's
And
quality
so,
control.
Now we have the finished product.
Okay.
And
And just
lettuce
iceberg
leaf.
lettuce.
use whatever lettuce you have.
Okay.
If you have some romaine, it's really good because that's super crunchy. If you have some of those really nice butter butter leaves, lettuces, those are fantastic.
Oops. This is why you do the serving
Oh,
usually.
I should have done that. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Now, could I have made this in advance and then heated that up again? Or this is so easy, just take the time and do it right when you do it?
I think you can make it in advance.
Okay.
And I think that lets kind of the ginger and the garlic kind of meld a little together.
Do you eat it like a taco?
You do.
Okay, ready?
Dive in. It's really good.
Yep, not kidding around. That's really good. Success. High five in the kitchen.
All
I like
right.
it. Nice job, Shane.
Thank you.